Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from Red State dated November 6th. And I kind of couldn't believe this when I saw it, but let's just kind of dive right into the headline. It says Anne Frank's named to be removed from daycare center in latest woke attempt to erase history. So that's where we're at now, folks. Let's get right into this thing. It says, here we go. News surfaced over the weekend that a daycare center in Germany would be removing Anne Frank's name at the behest of parents with migrant backgrounds. Frank is, of course, one of the most well known victims of the Holocaust, and her diary is considered to be an important documentation of the plight of European Jews during World War II. So, because some people went, yeah, we're not comfortable with this girl on there, they went, oh, okay, we'll just get rid of it then. Instead of being like, well, no, we're going to keep it. Like, at times, there's times when I see Germany has really been like really good at like everything that's going on with the Israel Hamas thing, where they've just very much been like, we understand our past history and we have just this right to, to stand up for everything here, and that's going on against Israel. Like they get what happened and they're trying to do their best to make amends for it even now. And then I see stuff like this where it's like, guys, what the absolute hell are you doing? Says the Anne Frank Daycare Center in, and I'm going to butcher this because I do not know German, says Tangerhütte, Germany, has been reportedly been in operation for decades. Will be getting the name change because, according to the daycare center's director, parents with migrant backgrounds feel uncertain about the name and find it challenging to explain to their children. How is it difficult to explain? I mean, like, we're not talking about a difficult story here. Like, if they ask who it is, you pull it up and you tell them. Okay. Or if they're too young, you just be like, I'll tell you one day. Okay, you don't have to tell her right away, but you just say who. Eventually, you say who she is. You don't have to tell her like right away. Like some bad people came and murdered her. Eventually, you just say like she was a young girl, that passed away or something like that. So I don't know. I don't have kids, so I'm not the best person to necessarily ask about that. But it doesn't really seem like it'd be that hard of a thing. So here's an embedded tweet. Basically says what we've gone over already. It says local mayor Andreas Brom said the center would be renamed World Explorers in a nod to diversity because that just has to overrule everything. His critics, including many local residents, argue that there are effective and age-appropriate educational concepts for teaching children and young people about Frank's life and the historical significance it holds, which is true. As the locals are right to question the diversity motivations behind the center's renaming. What's not being said in many of the articles and quotes from town officials that these migrant parents are likely refugees from Muslim countries. And there it is. That's why they want it removed. It's not because of diversity, really. It's, like what we would all think, but it's more because just people are just, we don't want to talk about that. Because they have a mat on for, my people. As according to the UN's High Commissioner for Refugees, Germany has taken in 1.24 million refugees and 233,000 asylum seekers, making it the biggest host country for refugees in Europe. Half of the refugees are from Syria. There you go. It says Germany also hosts 27,000 stateless persons. Well, you're from somewhere. So it's a safe assumption that the disgruntled parents are Muslims who'd rather not have to explain their kids what happened, and Frank, particularly considering the October 7th massacre of Jews in Israel. That would be the key line here. I guarantee that's why it is, because he didn't, or at least I didn't. Again, it's in Germany, so who the hell knows? But I didn't see anything about this prior to what happened on October 7th, and now this comes out, and it's like, oh, of course it is. Back to the article, it says, and if it's truly a case of them not knowing who she is, perhaps this is the perfect opportunity to educate them. Like I said, the Western world, in particular countries like Germany, have created a mess with their short sighted immigration policies. Many of the migrants they accept refuse to assimilate into the cultures of their adopted countries, and woke politicians trip over themselves not to offend, all in the name of diversity. Correct. Here's a short history lesson for those who want to erase the bad stuff or refuse to acknowledge it. Anne Frank died in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945. She was a 15-year-old Jewish girl. I mean, there you go. I guess I didn't have to sit there and try to think of like what I could have possibly said to a kid because there you go. There's the answer right there. The last sentence of this article from here to here. That's it. So anyway, I think this renaming this is just completely stupid, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.